guys, it's Presley. Welcome back to Cool Conversations podcast. I am so excited today. We are joined by the one and only Kensington.
Hey.
I am so excited for her to be on the podcast. She is so incredibly talented, so amazing, such a kind soul, and I'm so excited to talk to her. So if you want to give yourself a little introduction, tell everyone about you.
Oh, thank you. Love you so much, girl. This is so exciting. Thank you for having me on your podcast. So cool. Hey guys, my name's Kensington Tallman. I'm an actress. I'm a mental health advocate. I'm the brand ambassador for an amazing nonprofit called Girl Well, and
Amazing.
you may know me as Riley from Inside Out 2.
Guys,
if you're a fan.
crazy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, guys.
Thank
I'm
you.
like geeked out over here. This
Aw,
is so cool.
You're so sweet.
But
No.
I am so excited. You do such amazing things. I was telling you before. I was really stalking you this morning because I was like, let me see what she's been up to. And there's so many things.
Aw,
Obviously,
thank you.
we all know Voice of Riley. That's amazing. We'll definitely touch on that. But
Thank you.
before all of that, you've done so much. Like, you've done so much
Aw.
work. I know you did Home Sweet Rome
Yes.
with Ava.
Oh my gosh,
Ava
that's
so much.
That's literally how I met you.
Yes.
Was through Ava.
Yes.
So I did a show called Home Sweet Rome in Rome, Italy, with
Crazy.
I bumped the mic, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm already breaking things. With the amazing Ava Rowe, she's
love
the best. I love
her.
her, and she was on Aaron and Aaron,
Yes.
and you were on Aaron and Aaron.
Yes.
You did fantastic, by the way.
Thank
And
you.
so she was like, "You have to meet Presley. She's the sweetest." And I met you, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're the best."
No, you guys are literally the best. I love that you guys are friends because you guys are both so awesome. Yeah, that's how we
Aw.
met, through Ava. And then I think, did we officially meet at Jensen's
I
birthday?
think so. I think it was his birthday because I know Jensen, and because I know Jensen through Ava, and she was performing and she was in town. So, and I came to his party, and yeah, and then that's where
God,
you were.
such a small world.
Such a
It's
small
crazy.
world.
I was
It's all
talking about this with
connected.
my mom this morning, how like everybody is so connected
It's
by
crazy.
someone. Like, I feel
It's
like
crazy.
everybody knows a mutual something. So it's like, I met
Absolutely.
you through Ava, and we met at Jensen's because you knew Ava and Ava knew Jensen. It's like, it's like a whole thing. If you guys didn't know, Jensen was also on the podcast. So if you want to watch that, you can definitely check it out. He's awesome. But anyways, you did Home Sweet Rome, which is crazy.
Yes.
But you also did a lot of stuff with Nickelodeon too.
I did,
You're part of the
yes.
Nick fam.
Yes,
we
you know
love
it.
Did Lele, right?
yeah.
And Drama Club, which I
Yes.
did not know till this morning because,
Oh.
fun fact, before I did anything with like singing or acting or social media, I did a lot of like jobs as a dancer.
That's amazing.
And
Oh my
I
gosh.
did a job for Drama Club.
Stop.
Yes, I was one
Oh
of the
my gosh, I
cheerleaders.
remember you.
Yes, I'm like putting it together
Oh
now. This morning, I was like, wait a second.
My gosh.
Wait a second.
How did I not put two and two together?
Literally, I was doing it before. I was like, I went to your IMDb. I was like, I need to like educate myself real quick. And I was like, shut up. She did Drama Club.
No, I remember.
Insane.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
So we actually go way back.
we actually go
But we
way,
didn't
way
know.
back, but we didn't even like know it. We didn't even like put two. I didn't even know
Isn't
that
that
until
crazy?
now. That's wild. That show was so fun.
That was such a good show.
such a good. It
I
was so
loved
funny
it.
too.
It was insane. Such a good
Hilarious.
show, guys. If you haven't watched, go watch.
Oh,
But
thank you.
what was your first like job in the industry? Like, how did you stumble into this whole world?
Yes, it's a very long and kind of interesting story. It's actually really funny. So, I grew up in New York City. So
Oh,
I
wait,
yes,
really?
yes.
I was from New Jersey.
Stop.
I was born in New York and raised in Jersey.
So you're an East Coast girly
Yes!
too. Oh my
That's why
gosh,
we, like,
that's why we connect. I
connect.
knew it. I knew it.
I
Oh my
love-
gosh, there's just something
You
special
can
about East
tell,
Coast people.
East Coast people.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
God. Okay. Sorry.
I love
Interrupt.
East Coast. No. That's crazy. I'm so happy we bonded over that.
I love.
Yeah. So I wasn't born there, but I grew up there, and I lived there for 5 years. Absolutely love New York City, and I had horrible stage fright. Absolute horrible stage
No
fright,
way.
guys. Couldn't even like shake people's hands. I was so nervous.
Stop.
And I started playing the violin for 3 years when I was really little in
So
elementary school.
cute.
And yeah, I started kind of like pushing myself outside my comfort zone. I would
Love.
do my school poetry festivals.
So
I was like
cute.
slowly getting comfortable with performing, and I realized that it was something I really love, and I really loved music, and I really
Yeah.
loved art. And my little brother, he's 4 years younger than me, he actually started modeling first.
No way.
So he was 4 years old and was like doing all these modeling gigs, and I went on one of his auditions one day just to be like, supportive.
yeah.
And so the casting director asked me, she's like, "Oh, were you auditioning too?" And I was like, "Sure,
Why not?
Why not? Why not?" I ended up booking that job, which
Stop.
is crazy.
That's
it was
insane.
It was for a Toys R Us holiday catalog back in the day when they still had like the physical catalog.
Yes.
So I'm in that. Yep.
That's
And
crazy.
that was the moment I was like, hey, this is
I really
actually
like
really
this.
kind of cool.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and
Wait.
then I moved to LA when I was 10, and I got into acting classes, and I fell in love with the craft. I started voiceover, and yeah, here I'm now.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's
Oh,
so
thank
cool.
you.
I feel like a lot of people in the industry start in print.
Yes,
which is so
absolutely.
interesting because I did print because obviously
Oh
being
my
in
gosh,
New
no way.
York, like
Yeah.
that's just like kind of like the thing.
Yes.
I started when I was like 3 months, and then it was like
Oh,
baby like Bloomingdale's, Toys R Us too.
stop.
Like
That's
that
so
was the whole
cute.
thing. But a lot of people start there, which I
Yeah.
think is so interesting. So if anybody's
Absolutely.
looking to start, I feel like that's kind of like
Great
the place.
place.
It's
Yes.
a great introduction to it. It's like really no pressure
Yeah.
and like it's
It's
great.
very chill.
Okay, so obviously, voice of Riley is
Aw,
huge.
Thank
Everybody
you.
knows, everybody loves Inside Out.
Thank you.
And this last movie was so special. It was
you.
amazing. You did such a great job.
Oh, thank you
And
so much.
I think that the whole message and everything really
Mm.
touched everyone. And I love what you're doing after it as well. So
Aw.
it's not only like just the movie, you also are very much into advocating for mental health, which is
Yes.
amazing.
Thank
So
you.
I have a few questions for you regarding that, just because you're just so wise and amazing.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, we all know that social media is like,
Yes.
there's a lot of negativity that can circle on social media.
Absolutely.
So have you ever had to deal with it? And if so, like, how do you react when that happens? Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people struggle with, is like
Absolutely.
dealing with online hate. So like, how did you react to it if you ever faced it?
Absolutely. Social media is both amazing and kind of tricky all
Yeah.
at the same time. It's an interesting place. I have a love-hate relationship with it. And I've been very, very blessed. Most of all the comments that I've received have been so positive, and I have
amazing.
an amazing fan base. And, you know, I grew up on Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
so our Nickelodeon fans are amazing.
They're
I
the
love
best.
them.
We
They're
love 'em.
the sweetest, so supportive. But there was this one instance during the actors strike and I was just posting a lot of TikToks and just like funny sketches because I just wanted to be creative.
Exactly.
And I wasn't working, so I was like, this is a great creative outlet for me.
Right.
Not all of them are going to stick, right? I was just trying
course.
things.
Yeah.
And I posted this one video. I went to sleep. It was like 100 views. And then I woke up the next day and it was like 150,000 views. And I was like, oh my gosh, did
Yeah.
people really think this was funny? Okay, cool. I went through the comments. People went after me, just after me. And I was like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
There were some, I'm going to be totally honest, there were some really horrible comments on there. There were
Yeah.
things like, you know, this isn't funny and you shouldn't be alive and crazy stuff
insane.
like that. And so I took a break from social media for a few days because I was like, you know what? I don't need this negativity right now. And I took a second and I was able to kind of center myself, and I went back to it and I said, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, I know who I am, and the people who are commenting these things honestly have nothing better to do than go and make other people feel bad about themselves because they're about their own insecurities, you know, because they're already insecure, and so they feel the need to go and tear other people down.
Yeah.
And so some of the comments I did have to delete because they were
It's
not
just, it's
kind.
very mean.
It's very
Like,
mean.
yeah.
And I really try to cultivate positivity, and the last thing I wanted was for this to be on my page and to trigger
Exactly.
other young fans as well.
Yeah.
So I did delete some of them, but I actually ended up keeping a lot of them because I feel like people, you know, we have the freedom of speech, and I feel like people should have the space to express their opinions, but just in a kind manner.
Right.
You know,
there's
a
just no
balance.
need for being mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion for sure.
Absolutely.
But like, at the end of the day, social media is a place for people to express themselves
Yes.
and what they love to do. And there's no need to hate on other people for doing what they love. And I think that like social media is, at the end of the day, like a very creative space.
Yes.
And nobody should be commenting on people's stuff, like mean things. If you have not a nice thing to say, just keep it to yourself.
Just don't say it at all.
Like, it's just not necessary.
Yeah.
And also, like, I like that you said, like, it's not just negative towards you. It's also people that are reading those comments.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
if you're trying to create like such a positive space on social media, and then you have like negative comments and people being rude, it just like creates a negative environment for everyone, and that's not what you want.
It's exactly. And I'm sure that like you've probably experienced lots of interesting things throughout the years being on social media for a long time, and it can be challenging. I assume. It can be a tough place, but I think you do such a wonderful job of keeping just a positive light on social media, and the world is already dark as it is, and I think you're just a wonderful light on social media, and you're just so positive.
That's so nice.
No, I'm serious.
Thank
I love you
you.
because it makes me so happy to see people like you posting lovely and kind things on the
so
internet.
nice.
No, seriously,
Oh my
we need
God.
that in our world.
Yes, we do. And same to you. You know
thank
that
you.
you're just amazing.
Thanks.
Okay, this is kind of on the same thing, but like
Yeah.
when you get negative comments, do you just leave them or do you ever like respond back, or like what do you think is like the best way to go about it?
It depends on the situation. I will say for this one instance, some of them that were just like really on the bad end. Excuse me, I hit this again, breaking things. For the comments that are really on the bad end of the spectrum, I will delete those because
Yeah,
I just
you just don't want them there.
I don't want them there. But for some of them, I will leave them up, and I will say there have been actually a good amount of like funny and sarcastic ones, which I have a little bit of a sarcastic sense of humor, so I appreciate them, and I will comment back and say, you know what, if this is your opinion, that's cool, thanks. But the video was satire, and it was not meant to be taken literally, and people took it too literally, and so I did have to explain to them, hey guys, this is satire.
Is a joke.
This is a total joke. I'm making fun of this situation.
Right.
And then people were like, oh, okay, that makes
we
sense.
get
Now.
it.
We get it now.
Okay.
So in those situations, and there was actually an Inside Out too, when I was doing all the press and stuff, I had this one group of people just completely bombard me, and I did have to block and report some of that because I was like, this is just really negative.
Yeah.
I don't want this on my page. It's very offensive, and I don't want other young viewers seeing that as well.
Right, exactly. I think that it just depends on the circumstance.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you can just take it as a joke and
Yes.
move on because it doesn't really affect you, you know?
Absolutely.
So.
You have to take it with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, like, these are people who, again, are feeling insecure about themselves and feel the need to go and tear other people down to make themselves feel better.
And honestly, you just have to feel bad sometimes,
Yeah.
you know? Okay, so obviously a lot of the time, like, the negative stuff is like poking at insecurities that we already have, and you know, it can make you feel a little bit like, oh,
yeah,
okay. So how do you not let them get in your head?
That's a good question. I mean, it can be really challenging at times, especially when it can feel very personal because it's your page, right, and you're posting yourself. But I think the most important thing for me to remember, and for all of us to remember, is to just know your worth. You know, just remind yourself that you are enough, you are loved, you are beautiful, you are worthy, and say those affirmations to yourself, because when you feel that and you know your sense of worth, these things won't get to your head as much. And it's really, really tough. And I'm still learning that today, and I'm still learning that. And these things still get to me. You know, I feel like I've been very lucky to have an amazing fan base, and I've had so many positive comments. But like that one negative comment can almost erase all the other positive ones. So it's just really important, I think, for us to know our worth, and affirmations are so important. I'm a firm believer in positive affirmations. You know, just give yourself that little extra reminder sometimes.
I agree. And I think also surrounding yourself with people who support you in your like personal circle is also very important.
Absolutely.
And like having people that uplift you every day. Just
I love that.
Like the people that you know are close to you and like matter to you the most.
Absolutely.
I think that's also very important.
That's a really good point. Yeah, having a good support system and just a good group, a couple group of people who you really, really trust and who love you for you is really important.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so you were saying that you are the brand ambassador for Girl Well.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the organization?
Absolutely. So I'm the brand ambassador for an amazing nonprofit called Girl Well, and we serve under-sheltered teenage girls, and we provide them with self-care kits that promote mental, physical, and emotional well-being. I work with KYLIE Joy Cooper. She is our amazing CEO and founder. She started Girl Well at just 16, which is amazing.
That's amazing.
I love her to death. She's the best. And during the pandemic, I was about 13 years old, and I think it was a really, really challenging time for all of us. And I was just experiencing a lot of anxiety and just struggling with my own mental health, and being isolated was really challenging. And I felt kind of like embarrassed, and I felt like I was the only one going through this, and that I was a little crazy. And Inside Out 2 just really helped me open my mind, and I started recording during this time in my life, and it showed me that I wasn't alone, and that, you know, this is something each and every one of us go through at some point in our lives. And, you know, we may try to put on a mask and we try to like hide it, but you know, we're all just trying to get through the day. No one has it all figured out. And I think that was a really important realization that I had during that process. And I was able to start practicing self-care, which really helped me with my mental health and just help cultivate better habits daily. And I thought, you know what? There's so many other young teens who are feeling the exact same way, and who need to hear this message, because it completely changed my life. And so that's why I started working with Girl Well, and it's just been such a wonderful, wonderful experience. We're actually packing 1,600 bags in 2025 in honor of my 16th birthday. I'm so excited.
Wait, that's so amazing.
Yeah, we're working on getting we're working on getting donations and stuff right now. EOS was so generous. They just donated an amazing pallet worth of products. So
Wow.
it takes a lot
That's
of
amazing.
love and effort
Yeah.
and amazing partners to even pack just a single Girl Wall kit.
Yeah.
So I feel really grateful for everyone on board. Yeah.
That's so amazing. I love that you're using your platform for good. And I feel
Thank
like that's
you.
so important. And like, again, like I said, you took the message of being Riley and really put it into your own life. And that's just so special. And you're doing such great things. So that's so amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And like speaking on your role as Riley.
Yes.
How, you kind of touched on it, but like, how do you think that helped you in your personal life? Because
Oh
I
my
know it
gosh.
touched so many girls and just people around the world and really helped other people overcome things. So do you think that it did the same for you?
Absolutely, hands down. And every single line that Riley said and every single thing that was going on in her head and that she thought, I have said or thought.
Right.
And I think one of the most powerful lines in the movie is, I'm not good enough. Because, I mean, I just get chills thinking about it because it made me realize how much I've said that to myself.
Yeah.
And what we say to ourselves, whether it's true or not, can completely affect us. And I realized that I was believing these lies about myself that weren't true. And I knew that so many other people were probably thinking the same thing. And it showed me that I'm a little too hard on myself. And I have to give myself grace and give myself love and know that we're all trying our best. And I love the scene at the end where Anxiety gets in her little cozy chair and they give her a little massage chair and they give her anxiety and they're like, okay, Anxiety, you're good, just take a chill pill. And I feel like anytime I'm feeling anxious, I do the same thing with my anxiety. But I think it just changed the stigma very much of mental health and anxiety. And it showed us that anxiety is actually not bad. It's just part of us. It's neither good or bad. And it can actually be used for good. And I think was able to help parents foster open conversations with their kids. And I feel really grateful to be a part of it.
That's so amazing. It's great. And it touched so many people. And I think it definitely helped the new generation, like, hopefully like be in touch with their emotions and realize it's not a bad thing, not something to be scared of. And
it's part of life.
It's just a part of life. It's a part of what we all go through, So that's amazing. And we were just talking about it. The new series is coming out. That's so cool. Do you guys want to tell us a little bit about like what you can say?
Yes, absolutely. So Dream Productions is our new spin-off series. It's a mockumentary style series. It's coming to Disney Plus starting December 11th. I am so excited. Basically, it's about the studio inside Riley's mind where all her dreams are made. And so acclaimed dream director Paula Persimmon teams up with a daydream director named Zenny to help create the next big hit. And so
cute.
Very, very cute. We have an incredible cast: Paula Powell, Maya Rudolph, and Ali Mackey. It's just incredible. And everyone is so funny and so talented. And I think what's really cool about this series is it's very new and very different for Pixar. They've never done anything like this, but the story and the heart is still very much distinctly Pixar. And I think viewers are really going to see that. And
I'm so excited. I literally can't wait to watch it. We were talking about it before and I was like, wait, this is going to be so cute. And your nails are insane. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but
I don't know. You may not be able to see, but
they're so cute.
We just had our premiere the other night for Dream Productions. So I was like, I have to do some fun nails.
So good.
Shout out to my girl Sets by M. She did these wonderful.
I love it.
Sets.
This is my favorite one.
Oh my
gosh.
What's
the name of the unicorn?
Rainbow Unicorn.
I love
She's
her.
My favorite
is
too.
she in the new series?
She
Okay,
sure
then I'll definitely be tuning in because I love her.
My other favorite is Melatonin or Mel. She's a puppy, and so if you scratch her too hard, she puts people to sleep.
Stop. That is so cute.
They have a lot of cute like gags and jokes in there. That's really fun.
Wait, I'm so excited to watch it, guys. December 11th.
December
11th. 11th. Make sure you guys go watch. Okay, back to talking about online, just like being online in social media. What do you think like causes people to leave negative comments?
I feel like this is twofold. I think the main reason, and kind of like we were talking about earlier, the main reason people leave negative comments and do bully people is because of their own insecurities.
Exactly.
And we don't know what people are going through. We don't know what's happening in their own life. And so oftentimes people are feeling insecure about themselves or are going through a tough time. And so to make themselves feel better, they put other people's down.
Right.
They put other people down. And that's not the way to go about it.
Absolutely
and
not.
Just like people who are being bullied need love, so do they. I feel like, people who are saying mean things, they need love as well, because
I agree.
that will stop them from being mean online. And I think what makes online bullying so challenging, particularly, is people feel disconnected and they almost lose their sense of identity because they're going, well, I can just create a fake account and no one knows who I am. So
Yeah.
I can just say whatever I want. But at the end of the day, like, those words that you say impact people and can really, really change someone's life for the
So
better
true.
or for the worse.
Exactly. And I just feel like, like you said, they need love too. And I
Yeah.
feel like at the end of the day, you just kind of have to feel bad because it's
Yeah.
like, you know that it's coming from a place of hurt, honestly,
Absolutely.
inside of them. And just there's obviously so many other things going on. And,
Absolutely.
but yeah, I do agree. It comes from a place of being disconnected and just thinking that nobody's going to know who you are.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, like, it is still you leaving those
Right.
comments. And like, even though like people don't know, like, I don't know.
It's still you, and it still hurts
Yeah.
too. And I think it's just important to cultivate love and
agree.
joy and positivity, because if we can all have that same mentality, these things won't happen.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like I was going to ask you, like, what do you think is like the best way to try and stop it? And I think that you exactly said it, is just like creating a space on like using your platform for positivity. And I think that that's just like the best way. And I think we all need more of it.
We all need more love, and I feel like kill them with kindness too. And I know that sounds like a little cliche, but like
It's true.
It's true. That's the only way to combat hate.
Yeah.
You can't retaliate. You can't
No.
combat hate with hate. That's only going to make it worse. But if you love someone, no matter what they've been through, who they are, like, and you lift other people up and create a space of encouragement, that's really going to help solve that problem, I think.
I agree. We all need more love.
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any tips or encouragement for anyone watching that struggles with cyberbullying or negative comments or even just bullying in general? Because we all know that a lot of people deal with it, and it's hard. You know?
Absolutely. I feel like all of us have experienced some sort of negativity or online hate at some point. And no matter where you are in your journey, I just want to let you know that you are loved, you are beautiful, you are worthy. And don't let anybody's negativity get you down, because you are so incredible. And also, you have a unique fingerprint that nobody in this world has. And if you think about that, that's crazy. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. So you get to just own yourself and be you. And again, those people, they're dealing with their own challenges, and they feel insecure and feel the need to tear other people down to make themselves feel better. So know your worth and know that you are not alone and that you are loved and supported. And we all love you so much.
That was so good. Wait, you're so like wise. I'm like taking these like into myself. I'm like, right, I am loved. I am.
No, but it's actually so important though. Like I write affirmations to myself all the time, and I give them out to other people, because it's just such an important reminder. Because even like when we're not even thinking about it, like I'll subconsciously say things to myself, and I'll be like, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, this looks horrible. You're doing bad. And it's like, no, because we start to believe those things, right?
Exactly.
So it's important.
Yeah, it is important. I just started doing it. I just got the 5-minute journal. Do you know what that is?
No. Oh my gosh. What's that?
Okay, it's like this journal, and it's kind of like a guided, like, it's like, it's guided, and every day it has like a morning thing and night, and it literally takes 5 minutes. You write down what you're grateful for, what would make today great, and then a daily affirmation in the morning, and then at night it's like your highlight of the day and something you learned. And I just started a couple days ago, and literally waking up and journaling those things and leaving myself an affirmation or like just like expressing my gratitude has made me feel so great. And I'm like always in such a good mood in the morning after doing it, and like you go to bed like feeling like at peace. It's so nice. I would recommend it to anyone, and it has like a little daily quote at the top of it, and it's so nice, and it puts you in such a great mood. So I do think that that's definitely important.
Absolutely. You're gonna have to send me the link to this.
I
think we should all get this.
Everyone needs it. Like, I've been telling everyone about it, and it's so good.
So
like
important.
It really is.
Journaling is one of the best tools.
Love it. And I feel like sometimes it's hard if you're just like staring at a blank journal. You're like, okay, so like I want a journal. What do I do? Like I'm holding my pen trying to think of like what to write down. But like this is good because it's like guided, so it helps you.
And there's no pressure too. I feel like
exactly. You know, it's nice. So definitely recommend.
I love that.
Okay, I am super excited about this. I don't know if you know, but I started a little series on my TikTok called Dear Presley, where I basically opened up a like form for anybody to fill out, like, and you can say what you're going through, or you know, because we're all learning, we're all growing at the same time, and I want people to know that they're not alone, and we're all going through the same thing. So if I could help anyone in any way, that would just mean so much to me. So we have a little question or a message today from, this is a real something that somebody wrote in.
Oh my goodness.
And
I love this idea.
I would love to get your tips or just like encouragement for this this person. They said, "Dear Presley, I'm so excited to be going back to school, but I don't want to deal with people making fun of me anymore. I have dealt with bullying since fifth grade, and it just really brings down my confidence. How do you deal with bullying?" I feel like this definitely goes along with everything that we've been saying.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, let me just say I'm so sorry that you're experiencing this. School should be a place of fun and enjoyment, and I'm just so sorry that you're walking through that. But I want to let you know that you're not alone, and I guarantee you there are so many other people at school who are probably walking through the same thing. And again, know your worth. You are so loved. You are so beautiful, and these people who are bullying you have nothing better to do than to put you down and are dealing with their own insecurities, and we don't know what's going on at home for them. So they're taking their own negativity and their own insecurities and placing that on other people, which is something you cannot control. So I just want to encourage you to hold your head up high and walk into school with confidence, knowing that you are loved, you are enough, and you are uniquely you. And no one is ever going to change that. So don't feel like you need to fit in or try to be someone you're not. Just be you. And I truly believe that's all you have to do. And write affirmations to yourself. Start journaling. And if you have, a good support system, talk to people. Exactly. That's really important. We can't do this alone. Talk to your friends. Talk to your parents or guardians if you can, and just let them know what's going on. And you're not alone. And we love you, and you are amazing.
Yeah, we love you. And I feel like it's a lot of people have gone through this. I know even when I went to school, I had dealt with that so much, and it was so hard. But I think the thing that helped me was having a great group of people outside of that. I was a dancer, and I always felt more at home with my dance friends than I did with my school friends. So I think that finding activities and doing things outside of school and finding the people that love you and support you is very important. I know that sounds a lot easier than it actually is, and it's very much easier said than done. But I promise there are great people out there that will love you for who you are and just support you through everything. So I think just doing things that make you happy and finding great people along the way is the best thing. I
love that. That's really good. Yeah, find things that make you happy and take that negativity and those emotions and those feelings that you're feeling and put it into a creative form. I think that's been really helpful for me lately. Just when I'm down or just having a hard day, drawing, painting, acting.
I just started painting.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Watercolor.
That's what I've been doing. Watercolor. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm kind of bad at acrylics, not gonna lie.
Me too. Watercolor is so fun. I got this little book in Hawaii, a book of flowers. I've been watercoloring the flowers, and it's peaceful. So fun. It really is. And so calming. I've been seeing people doing coloring books on TikTok.
Love coloring books.
And I want to get one so bad. They're so cute.
They're so fun.
And it's very relaxing. So I agree. Do something creative with it and take the time for yourself too and learn to love yourself as well.
Absolutely.
Well, this is so fun. So cool. Thank you so much for doing this. You are so amazing, and I think we can all learn so much from you. Again, I'm just so inspired by everything that you do, and I think a lot of people are as well. So just keep doing what you're doing. And guys, make sure you go watch Dream Productions. Is that correct? December 11th. So exciting.
Thank you so much, Presley. This was so much fun. I feel so honored that I got to join. This is so cool, and I love you so much. And all the amazing things you're doing as well.
Thank you. All right, bye guys. Thanks for watching.